is great. He, no fighter I've ever seen trains like he does. And this training camp was no different than any other that he's had.
At his age, he hasn't. You're saying he hasn't eased up at all.
Not at all. Nope.
So do you expect a 12-round decision, knockout?
I would like a knockout. You know, I love knockouts and so forth. But I mean, we have to expect a decision. Bradley's a tough guy, and he's durable and he's very tough. So you know, you have to expect the fight to go 12 rounds. But I want Manny to dominate the 12 rounds.
How will Teddy Atlas make a difference, you think, in this fight, if at all, in your opinion?
Well, hopefully he'll bring a little more offense to the game and maybe he'll exchange a little bit more and maybe make it a better fight than before. I'm hoping that, but I think he might be trying to make him into more of a counterpuncher because when he says he's going to get in a fight like Marquez or something like that, Marquez is a counterpuncher, but, you know, Marquez did get that one shot in there at one time and I mean, it was a great counterpunch, but I don't think he can change what Tim Bradley is.
You had mentioned that you don't know if this is going to be his last fight or not, but you said he could fight again. But how important do you think it is for Manny to win his last fight? Whether this is his last fight or not, how important do you think it is for him personally to go out with a win?
It's very important, I think. It's just I always love when fighters go out a winner, and it doesn't happen too often, but it's a great thing when they do.
Thank you.
Freddie's been so adamant about, Manny's been so adamant this is his last fight, but I know that you probably would like to see him continue to fight. Is there any influence that you're going to portray on him?
No, not at all. I mean, I would never do that. Once if he wants to retire, I have no problem with it. There's nothing more I could ask for him to do. I mean, we've been together for 15 years. That doesn't happen too often in boxing or in life. But we've had a great relationship, and he's been my best friend for a long, long time now. And he's been my best fighter, and again, his work ethic is like better than anybody's. I mean, still, to this day, he still trains harder than any fighter I've ever had.
Manny has had nice wars for each other. Those are, you and Teddy Atlas had some controversy.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I don't like Teddy, and he don't like me, but that's okay. I mean, he says he's a better trainer than me, but we'll see. But the thing is, I don't think I really, with trainer, I think I have a better fighter than he does, and I think that's who's going to win the fight.
Does that make you want to get a knockout more, just because it's a little bit personal?
Of course, yes. I always like knockouts, of course.
But is there even more,
Even more, of course. I mean, you know, the thing is, I don't know why, Teddy got mad at me when I took over Michael Moore, but he quit with Michael Moore, and then he gave me a lot of shit after that. But, I don't care. But he's been an announcer for a long time, and I think that's what he is.
Do you think he can change Timothy
No.
Bradley enough to beat Manny?
No. And once Manny hits Timothy Bradley, Bradley will revert back to what he does naturally and what he did his whole life. And he's a tough kid, though, and he fights really hard, and he always has. But will that change? I don't think so.
Has Manny's mindset been different going to this training camp compared to others? Meaning it might be his last one?
Over the last week, it's really, I finally am happy with what he's doing, and the last 2 days of sparring really sparked me because he went after his sparring partners. He dropped one of them, and we haven't had that in a long time. And I really like where he is at this point. Yes, he's looking like the old Manny Pacquiao that used to sit down his punch and fire hard and fast and hard. I like what I see.
Did you keep the nostalgia out of it? I mean, did you guys know it's the last fight? I mean, did it
No, not at all. We never even talked about it, to be honest with you. We just worked it's just our next fight and so forth. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to retire from boxing because it's a very addictive sport. I mean, everyone tries to retire and so forth, but a lot of people make comebacks and so forth, and I remember I did it myself, and I knew I was done, but the thing is, now give me one more try. But, if he does retire, I want him to retire on a win, and that's why we're in such great shape for this fight.
Thanks, guys. We got to go.
Does it feel like it's the last fight?
$20 million a fight, right?
That makes it even a little bit tougher walking away from that. The thing is, you know, he spent, like he says though, but he does spend all that money on the Philippine people and so forth, and I just hope he doesn't go broke someday.
So that may keep him fighting again. Huh?
Yeah, maybe. That could be, yes.
Thanks, Fred.
Does it feel like the last fight, Freddie?
No.
It doesn't at all?
No. No. I mean, no, this fight, this training camp has been like every training camp we've ever had. We've never talked about retirement or anything like that. So it doesn't feel like the last fight. I'm not sad yet. But if it is the last fight, I'll be a little sad about it because we've had a great time together. But the thing is, I couldn't ask him for anything more, though. He's giving me everything.
Thanks, guys. Where's Christine?